everyone for some more Spyro the Dragon on Reignited Trilogy for the Switch. And without further ado, let's travel to Stonehill. You can see the game kind of lags a little bit when you're collecting the treasure. I'm never gonna get used to that, to be honest with you. Another cool thing in between worlds, you can make Spyro move left or right. You can make him breathe fire, and you can also make him turn. Really does nothing, but I think it is pretty cool that you at least get to interact with him in between stages. Now even though this is the designated first level in the Artisan's World, I feel it can be slightly tricky due to how the treasure is scattered throughout this game. Hey there, Coco. Okay, let's take care of this ram. Let's take care of this ram. And we'll take care of this ram. That way I don't have to deal with them. Let's fry some more sheep. Yeah, in this part you want to do your best to check the perimeter in every single one of these sections in Stonehill, because there's a good chance you may end up overlooking some treasure. Just want to go along the wall here, make sure you're not forgetting anything. And before I do anything else, let's go down this well. You can see there's a locked treasure chest right there, which we're going to need a key for, which we'll get in a little bit. And let's rescue our first dragon.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
And speaking of dragons, this is something that I'm gonna have to make sure that I do a good job on throughout this playthrough, is to show you guys what the objectives are in each level. As far as Stonehill, we gotta find 200 gems, 4 dragons, and a dragon egg, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Okay, next place we want to go is actually inside this, I guess you would call it a castle. Take out this ram. You can probably see another dragon there. We already got 7 extra lives. Like I said, it's not going to be hard at all gaining a lot of extra lives in this game. Okay, let's rescue Astor.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
Yeah, we don't got time for that. We're trying to save the world here. Okay, let's get the treasure right here. Now, this whole beach area can be easily overlooked as well. Like I said before, this really isn't all that hard in terms of difficulty, but it is when you're trying to find everything. Okay, we got 81 treasure. And now we're going to go back to the well because we do want to go and get that locked treasure chest open. And there we go, treasure get. I have a bad feeling I'm missing some treasure somewhere. Let me go in here one more time. I want to be as thorough as I can throughout this. I really don't want to waste too much time trying to find a bunch of treasure, but I want to go in here. And you can see a 3rd dragon already. Whole bunch of treasure chests, a whole bunch of treasure. And we're already over halfway to our objective, 200 gems. And we rescued Lindar.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I have to say, most of the dragons that you rescue in this game are very nice towards Spyro. I mean, after all, you don't see Spyro trapped in Crystal, do you? No, I knew I was missing treasures somewhere. That total just did not look right to me. Okay, let me scour this one last time. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I don't want to miss a thing. And I'm not trying to sing the Aerosmith song either. You can probably hear that laughing. That has to do with the dragon egg that I need in this level. Not only do we have to deal with rams, we have to deal with these shepherds here. But they should be easy enough to deal with. Yeah, like the enemies here aren't that hard. The hardest thing about the stage, believe it or not, is finding all the treasure. And you really have to make sure you scour everywhere in order to find them all. Okay, let's take care of this ram. The sheep want to be non-cooperative today. Okay, make sure I'm not missing any treasure. Just watch out for the shepherd, rather. Yeah, it's probably best to focus on one enemy at a time instead of going for everything at once. That way they don't ambush you or anything. And I do want to fry me some sheep because I do want some butterflies. You can probably see some treasure up in that ledge up there, which we're gonna get to here in a few seconds. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any treasure. Because like I said before, it's very easy to overlook treasure in this particular stage. But I think I'm good here. I can go up here, take this whirlwind. Get some more treasure. And rescue the last dragon, which is Gildas.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
And there we go, we found all the dragons in the stage. Now, one of the few things that I actually don't like about Reignited Trilogy and compared to the original, it's just, at least for me anyway, gliding is a bit trickier in this version than what it is in the original PlayStation version. Although that may be just me, but... Oh, one other thing I want to talk about here is the skill point. There is one in this stage, and we have to burn the hidden pink tulip, which is actually where I'm at right now. In order to find the hidden pink tulip, you have to actually go over here. Thief out there with you in a bit. And here's the tulip. And skill point get. Now, there was a trick in the original to make you run faster, but unfortunately it doesn't work quite as well in this version. Oh, I thought I fried him there. There we go. And right where I need to be, too. Nice. Next, what we need to do is go along this castle here, because there are some loose gems scattered around. Okay, we still have a bit of treasure to find. Okay, 195. Feels like I'm behind on treasure. It feels like I'm missing something. Okay, there's a gem right there. No, I'm good. There's some treasure here. And then there's a chest over here. Where did I see that? Oh, there it is. And there we go. We found all 200 gems, rescued all 4 dragons, got the dragon egg, 100% level complete. Which is what I want to see. And now we'll just take the portal. We're already at 10 lives, which is awesome. Let's take the portal home. That actually went by a lot smoother than what I thought it would. Because, like I said many times before, you have to keep your eyes open and make sure you get those loose gems, especially up in the upper tier. But as long as you go along the walls in the main area and make sure you look in between trees when you're up in the top level, there should be no reason why you can't find everything. And another thing I want to talk about here real quickly. Defeating enemies that you've already beaten before release these orb spheres. And there's 20 of them that you have to collect before you gain another extra life, so that there's another way you can get extra lives in this game. And before I go here, let's go back to Argus, because like I said in last video, he does have an extra piece of dialogue for you.
Hi, Spyro.
Hello, Zoe. I don't think her name is actually Zoe on here.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
Unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. We still gotta get through a couple more levels before we can get to the boss. But anyway, I'm gonna end things here, and the next time I see you guys, we will be venturing to Dark Hollow, so... But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.